What's going on, my geeks? I'm Kakui Otaku, and welcome to Home Base Serenity. Today, I'm starting a brand new Loadout series that I am incredibly excited about.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
I just came up with the idea this week as the hype for the version 12.10 update grew. So why were we so hyped about this update? Last season with the version 11.50 update, we were told that the completion of the Save the World locker that we have been waiting so many months for that would allow us to use our skins from Battle Royale in Save the World was going to be delayed until version 12.10. Then, last night as I'm recording this, after Epic announced that version 12.10 would be released today, Magist confirmed on Reddit with this post that we would be getting the locker with version 12.10. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that I am incredibly happy with what they have given us. One of the things I am most excited about is what you can see here. When I was showing Home Base earlier, you could see my commander was a legendary Harvester Sarah, but she didn't look like the legendary variant. In fact, I showed her as the rare variant because I love the look of the green on that variant. So we can now change the look of our commanders to a different rarity for that commander, should we choose to do so, and if we have unlocked that rarity in-game. But I'm not here to make a video about how we can change the color scheme on our heroes. This is about something even bigger. And to preface that, I want to talk about Battle Royale for a second.
Ah boy, here we go.
One of the biggest meta changes this season in Battle Royale was the implementation of 5 new named points of interest: the rig, the agency, the grotto, the yacht, and the shark. Some of the best loot in the game can only be found at these locations. They are guarded by AI henchmen and a boss who not only holds a mythic weapon, but also a key card to a vault where you can get this loot. All of these mythic weapons stand out because they have a higher fire rate and damage output when compared to their legendary variants. The rig has TNTina and her kaboom bow. The agency, the sweatiest place on the map now, has Midas and his drum gun. The grotto has Brutus and his minigun. The yacht has Meowscles and his Piao Piao rifle, which is a mythic heavy AK. And lastly, the shark has Skye and my favorite of the mythic weapons, the mythic Scar. She also has the mythic grappler, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I've been grinding out on Battle Royale a lot so far this season, and I can say I have easily landed at the shark on at least 85% or so of my matches because I love the mythic Scar that much. But I'm also not making this video to talk about Battle Royale, even if that is where the impetus for this video came from.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I'm here to talk about Skye. Skye has quickly become one of my favorite skins this season. She was easily my favorite on day 1 as I looked through the battle pass for the first time. I love this skin so much, in fact, that I decided when I was at tier 41 that I didn't want to wait the 2 or 3 more weeks that it would probably take to unlock her.
But it feels like forever.
So I bought 39 tiers to unlock her immediately, and I have not regretted that decision.
That's my credo. No regrets.
You have no regrets?
Dad?
No? Like not even a single letter?
I have been using her in every single match since, meaning I haven't changed my skin in over a week now. It's safe to say that Skye is now my second main in Battle Royale. I still main Raven, but Skye is right there with him. I just hope that we do get her and save the world. But wait, why do I have to hope? I can make that happen right now thanks to the version 12.10 update bringing the locker to save the world. And that's what this video is about today.
Thank you.
I have created a loadout based around Skye, and I'm using her as my skin. The locker allows you to look like your chosen commander, or you can put on any skin from Battle Royale that's in your locker if you would rather have a different look. So I've decided to make my Skye hero an assault rifle and melee hero. Now I've done this for 2 reasons. So before I talk about the loadout, I'm going to talk about the assault rifle and melee weapon I'm going to be using for this. For the assault rifle, I'm going with my old favorite assault rifle, the Siege Breaker, or the Scar for Battle Royale players. Since Skye has the mythic Scar in Battle Royale, I chose this weapon to be her AR in my hero loadout for her. I know the Siegebreaker doesn't perform as well as the Wraith or the Storm King's Scourge, but I'm trying to replicate the Battle Royale Skye in Save the World, so this was the obvious choice. The one you're looking at here was gifted to me by Death Grip as I had actually slotted my Siegebreaker schematic a few months ago. For the melee weapon, I'm going to go with the Spectral Blade. It's the closest sword that resembles her harvesting tool, the Epic Swords of Wonder. This was also gifted to me by Death Grip, as I actually have never leveled up my Spectral Blade. There are also better melee sword choices, such as the Storm King's Ravager, but again, I'm trying to replicate Skye from Battle Royale. As for my loadout, I'm going with Tactical Assault Sledgehammer so I can get the most crit damage possible out of this Siegebreaker. His perk gives an increase to assault and SMG crit damage of 225%.
A little bit spicy.
And with this Siegebreaker built for crit damage and with this loadout, I think it will be able to put out some pretty decent damage still. And the loadout starts with the absolute best team perk for weapon damage, in my opinion, Totally Rockin' Out. This team perk gives a huge buff to Rockin' Riff that a couple of the heroes in this loadout grant. At the base level, Rockin' Riff increases damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%, decaying over 8 seconds. But when you use the Totally Rockin' Out team perk, it also increases crit rating by 160 and heals 73.75 base health each time it's procced. And this adds up to
a lot of damage.
First up in support, I have Varsity Hero, whose fumble perk causes eliminated enemies to have a 7% chance to drop footballs, which grant Rockin' Riff. Next, I have Mainstage Quinn, so that harvesting metal grants sub-wafers, which, when consumed, grant Rockin' Riff immediately.
Stop it!
After that, I have Crackshot and his Mad Tidings perk, which gives a stack of Holiday Spirit for each bullet fired, up to 50 stacks.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Each stack increases ranged weapon damage by 1%, but decreases weapon stability by 0.2%. Next is Lotus Assassin Sarah and her Assassination perk, which grants stacks of Assassination for dealing melee weapon damage up to 5 stacks, which increases melee weapon damage by 4.5% per stack.
Shiny.
Lastly is Arlene Itza for her Monster Smash perk,
Let me smash.
which increases life leech with melee attacks and Going Constructor by up to 15% based on the percentage of your missing health. And of course, my standard gadgets of stationary hover turrets and adrenaline rush. To show off this loadout, I'm going to go into a power level 116 Repair the Shelter 4-player mission with Death Grip and Joden. This particular mission is a firestorm, since Death Grip gave me a water element Siegebreaker. Now, I'm going to shut up and jump on into the gameplay commentary, starting off with probably the best spawns I have ever seen for the construction bots.
There are 2 right here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, their stealth mode is.
Oh, there's another one over here too. On the other side of this farm.
Epic just giving us the
see if I can send some help.
construction
It might take a
bots.
few minutes.
Yeah, give them
Then
to you guys.
reactivate it.
Yeah, Oh, there's
The module will
another
now be
one. I just
installed.
got 3 right off the
Easy
bat.
crap.
I finally found
There's an
one.
incoming wave detected.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have some time.
Should be
before
5
they
total.
arrive.
Whenever you pick up both yours.
Picking it up now.
Holy crap!
Oh, there's another one here.
Oh, I
too.
see another one.
There's another one here. Dude, there's another one right here,
Just
dude.
right here.
So, 8 modules.
Was that one on top of the barn?
1 minute per module. That equals a lot of work.
There's
I
another
got
one
the
over
last
here.
one. I got the last one.
Just started and we got 8 of them
Easy call,
done.
dude. We
That
found
is
it in like a minute.
Matt, I am so glad
A
you're
module has
recording
been
this
installed.
because that
The
is
shelter is now
just
stronger.
absurd. I have
Yeah, it is.
never found this many. The Infinity Stones being scattered
modules
somewhere
have been
around
located.
the
After all
universe.
parts have been
But like
installed,
6
the
of them
shelter will
ended
attempt
up
to power
on
back up.
Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
When this happens,
3 of them ended up
expect a
on
big
Earth.
fight.
Now, after that insanely short time that it took us to find the modules, in less than a minute, we found all 8 modules. We've got the defense built up now. We're ready to go. The last module is finishing installing as we speak. It's only got a couple more seconds left until the waves start to come in, so we should be good to go. Yep, here they come.
Defend the shelter.
Oh, get out of my face. I've really missed using the Siegebreaker. I'm shooting a shielder. I'm an idiot. I know it's not really the greatest to be using at this point in Twine, but it's still doing some work. I mean, look at what it's doing against 136 husks, and I've got this like a half and half build here. This isn't like optimal build in any way, shape, or form for a full AR build. But with Totally Rockin' Out, man, I'm doing some work here. I mean, yeah, this Fire Smasher's taking a little bit of time to take down. Oh, come on, reload. Oh, there we go. Finally. Now get his partner down. There we go. All right, mini boss is here. What is he shielded? Okay. Trap vulnerable. Okay, that's great. I'll let Joden and Death Grip take care of that. Because they're doing the traps. Yep, see, Death Grip's already got him trapped in here. I think it was Death Grip. Yep. Getting those stacks of assassination going here. See what this can do. It's not doing too much, so it's probably better to switch back over to the Siege Breaker here. Try to take this dude out. Yeah, it's big difference. Big difference there. Yeah, honestly, I know there would be better swords to use than this, but it just looks so close to her original sword, to her pickaxes rather. That's why I chose it. You know, this isn't necessarily meant to be like exactly doing the highest damage output that I can. It's really just meant to be a fun build. That's legitimately all this is. Making this somehow still work. Well, things would work if my aim was better. Oh, well. Okay. That was fun to watch. I think I heard another smasher, but I don't see it. It's all good because we're almost done anyway. All right, well, that went really well. Let's jump on back to home base and talk about that a little bit more. So, honestly, this was a ton of fun playing this loadout, even if it didn't put out the optimal amount of damage with either weapon. As I said, I have really missed the Siege Breaker. It got me through so much of the game, all the way from the beginning up until late Canny Valley when I got my first Wraith. I might have to pull mine back out of the collection book and work on getting it up from 106 to 130 and fix the perks so I can use it from time to time when I'm in a nostalgic mood. The Wraith or the Storm King Scourge would still put out a lot more damage, and if I use this loadout in the future, I will be using the Wraith or the Storm King Scourge instead. But the Siegebreaker can still really put in some work. As for the Spectral Blade, if it wasn't for the fact that it looked so close to Skye's sword pickaxes, I'd definitely not have used it. As you saw, it really didn't put out enough damage. Other swords would definitely perform better with her, especially the Storm King's Ravager, the Tree of Light, Guardian's Will, or the Founder's Blazing Masamune. The Spectral Blade does have great stats and is still one of the best swords in the game, but it just didn't work out well for this specific loadout. Now I want to go over how to get this exact build in case you wanted to try being the boss version of Skye from Battle Royale in Save the World yourself. Skye and all of her cosmetics are unlocked by leveling up your battle pass in Battle Royale. As far as the cosmetics you can use in Save the World, her back bling is unlocked at tier 66, her pickaxes at tier 70, her wrap at tier 79, and the actual Skye outfit is unlocked at tier 80. It's a long grind, but it's worth it for the best cosmetic set of the season.
What the shit?
Tactical Assault Sledgehammer is still an event hero and can be recruited from the collection book under Event People from the Road Trip section by using a hero recruitment voucher if you have any left. Varsity Hero and Mainstage Quinn are also event heroes from the Rad Heroes set and can be recruited from the collection book with a hero recruitment voucher. But remember, if you want to use the Totally Rockin' Out team perk, you also need to make sure you've recruited the Mythic Constructor Dennis Jr. from that same set. Crackshot is a holiday event hero. He was just in the store recently, so if you didn't get him then, or you didn't get him in either of the previous Frostnight events, he can be recruited from the collection book under Frostnight Heroes 2018 by using a hero recruitment voucher. Lotus Assassin Sarah is a reskin of Assassin Sarah, who is a base game hero. Assassin Sarah can be recruited from the collection book under Heroes in the Ninjas section by using 3,000 training manuals and 100 legendary flux. Arlene Itza is also an event hero from this past year's Fortnitemares. If you did not unlock her during that event, unfortunately, she is not yet able to be recruited with a hero recruitment voucher. Normally that changes at the end of the season that the hero was released during, but for some reason it didn't change for her. Keep an eye out because that might change in the future. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know this was a little different than a normal video. I just felt like this would be a unique and fun loadout video series to do to celebrate the release of the locker in Save the World. So if you liked what you saw here, please make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please consider hitting the subscription button and the notification bell so you can see each new video as soon as it goes live. I do plan on making videos on each of the other Battle Royale bosses as well. Up next will be Midas, as I should be unlocking him before this video goes live, since I'm currently at tier 97 in the Battle Royale Battle Pass as I'm recording this. And I'll follow that up with T and Tina afterwards. I do still plan to get back to work on the Twine Peaks SSD series, but I am considering reworking how I was originally presenting that series, since so much has changed not only about Twine Peaks, but also about the traps themselves since I recorded the first 6 defenses. I also have some other fun Loadout series coming up, as well as continuing my Beginner's Game Guide series. As always, special shoutouts to my favorite Save the World content creators, both past and present: Latana, Demon Joe France, David Dean, Tori X, Aiden Harris, Rounded Tic Tac, Chedic, Death Grip, Nilek Dreams, X Samantha, and Enforcer. I've linked all their channels down below. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and stay cool, geeks. Have a great day.